I would like to begin today's discussion by looking into how the world and the reality is mediated to us. How do we experience reality in media-free original form, such as walking through the beautiful nature, experiencing close relationship with loved ones? How do we experience that reality, and do we as human beings have difficulties with that mediation? Do we have a need to frame that reality in order to be more accessible to us? So this is kind of my first question, like what is our experience of the environment and space and each other in media-free environment? And is that experience uncomfortable to us?
Maybe we need to differentiate from the start between technologically developed media forms and this kind of whole media experience of the world. Because if we do take that seriously, then our experience of the world is mediated as such.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's true that today all our experience, or much of our experience, most of our experience is technologically mediated. Once upon a time, there was a subject that could walk in nature and walk along the Hudson River and could explore the countryside without technology mediating the environment. But I think with the era of broadcasting and maybe earlier, maybe even earlier, people lived more and more in technologically mediated environments. This is during the age of television, of radio, et cetera. But now I think we're in a totally mediated environment.
Somebody suggested, somebody name-dropped Heidegger, and Heidegger just showed a picture of him to my class sitting on a little bench in the mountainside, and really this is from a different era. We just cannot go back to that. But we can read the text, and I think it's interesting to read the text in terms of, especially his essay on technologies. What is the exact title on technology? The question concerning technologies, where he says that the essence of technology is not technological, and he points to the fact that technologies are basically expanding, and that they're expansionist even. And he also points to the fact how mainly instrumental technologies are what he calls, exploitative, and how nature is being framed by these technologies, and how nature is becomes sort of a standing reserve at the same time as the people who are who provide the labor. And I think some of that has not gone away. In fact, it has increased, if anything, and this is one of the major questions that concerns us today.